It is said that history becomes legend as its events recede into the mists of time, and that memories grow dimmer in the slumber of peace. Thus, the noble peoples of Urak languished in 1,000 years of peaceful splendor, growing forgetful of the dark time their land once knew, heedless of the ancient enemy who yet labored in silence. And so Balkoth, the terrible god of death, beheld that the world was ripe for an era of terror and blood. He summoned Balkoth, the most evil of his sorcerers, and bestowed upon him a mighty artifact of power, that the necromancer might better serve his master in heralding the coming days of darkness. The wings of Balkoth's wretched steed beat the air like thunder. The land shook beneath the rumor of his mustering host. The air was filled with cries of his victims. Who can say what new perils may yet befall as they struggle to defeat the ancient evil, to reunite the land, and to become Lords of Magic. Welcome to Lords of Magic.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is L.O.T, and today we're going to be playing Lords of Magic, or Lords of Magic. Lords of Magic is a turn-based game where you'll have to manage your resources and then eventually raise an army to defeat Balkoth, the Lord of Death, and any of the other faiths or religions, but we'll look at that a little later on.
Please select your leader type.
So, you have 3 leader types to choose from. You have the warrior, which is melee combat mostly. He will be like a hack and slash strong character. Then you have the mage, which is your wizard, spellcaster, kind of weak with the armor. And then you have the thief, or ranger, who will have a ranged unit, or ranged weapon, and will be able to turn invisible, sneak around, knock people out, that kind of thing. Let's see. I typically go for the warrior class. We're gonna try that.
The circle of life has no beginning or end. Choose your faith and write your own destiny.
Alright, so there are 8 faiths, or factions. Starting up here, you have Death, and then you have Air, Order, Fire, Life, Earth, Chaos, and Water. You are going to be one of these people, and basically against everyone else, with the main goal of defeating Balkoth, the Lord of Death. That's going to be that weird bat-like creature thing that you saw in the intro that perches weirdly like a bird. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Looking around on the YouTubes, I've seen a lot of people play the Life Champion, the Life Warrior, or the Life Mage. I've also seen people play the Dwarf Warlord and the Chaos Warlord. So we're not going to be playing any of those. I want to give you guys something new, something different. Water is riding an ostrich, which is kind of weird, so I don't necessarily want to pick him. He's pretty strong and everything, but the water champions don't interest me either. Or the water units, that is. Otherwise, we have the 3 off to the right here. I think air and fire are a little bit too slow for me, so I think I'm gonna go with order.
Worships order.
Order has knights and wizards that look like Merlin and things like that. So if you get to this part, you can see all of his stats here. You have your ability scores, which strength, dexterity, and wisdom. As you can see, he's pretty strong. His attack is right here. He's a melee unit, so he has more attack and no mana. His movement is 20. His armor is actually pretty good. It's 10. And hit points, and right now he doesn't have a ranged attack. Some artifacts give your champion a ranged attack or spell. He also comes with a sword. I think this one is the Sword of Quality or something like that. You can customize your unit, your party, by going here and then buy certain units with these points, and you can like increase levels, give yourself a bunch of resources. But it's been a really long time since I've played this. This came out in 1997, and I used to play this when I was like in elementary school. I still kind of know the basics, and I've watched some videos to kind of refresh, so should be okay. I've also never beaten it without cheating. There are a bunch of cheat codes that you can enter, but I am not going to be doing that this time. I will be beating it fair and square, and we'll be doing it on medium. I've never played it on medium. I've always done easy. And you can see the switch up here with like your attack, defense, and hit points. It changes. So easy, you get more. Medium, not so much. We're gonna do medium, and I think we'll just go ahead and choose him. Enter Lord's name. I'm gonna be L.O.T, Lord of Thorns. There you go. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna read this. You can kind of pause it and read that. It just basically tells you that, hey, your order, you're gonna be against mainly death, but chaos is also gonna be strong. I think it's so the good guys of the game is, of course, life, order, water, and who am I missing? Air. The bad guys are going to be chaos, earth, death, and fire. Kind of. You're all trying to beat this Lord of Death, but that's how the factions work. So, let's look at the buildings first. You're going to have 5 buildings here to start with. All of these are upgradable. First, you have the Mage Tower. This is where you will get your magical units, so the Wizard and the White Stag, and eventually, if you upgrade it enough, you'll get another little unit here. I forget what it is for order. We'll upgrade it, though. The one right beside it is going to be the Library. This is where you can stick your wizards in here, and they can research different spells. Depending on how many wizards you have there and what level it is, it takes longer or faster to research a spell. The barracks is where you're going to get all your melee units from, as well as a ship which can transport units across water. It'll come in handy. I haven't used them that much. But you get your paladin. You've seen this guy before. And then knights and footmen. You can get your Thieves Guild, which is all of your ranged units, and your Scout. Your Scout is going to be the Hound, at least for order. With all the other faiths, it's like different animals. It's like a bat for death, I know, and chaos is a cat. Yeah. And then right in the middle you have your stronghold, or your little capital. You can trade here, like fame for gold. Where's the temple? Temple is like crystal, or gold for crystals, and then you can heal your party with your crystals, which is pretty cool. And also, eventually, you'll get followers here, and you can put them with the different places to like earn you resources. Speaking of resources, they are down here. You have your fame. Followers. I have 0 followers now. You have your crystals, gold, and ale. and you can get gold mines, crystal mines, statues, and breweries to increase that per turn. And this is your turn wheel. So if I click that, which I'm not going to do right now, it will end your turn and all the other faiths will have their turn. So yeah, that's basically it of the beginning stuff. Also, you have a what is it called? A temple, great temple. Mine is up here, I think, where you can summon legendary creatures. Most of the people that I've seen on YouTube that have done these videos have just, used the basic units to defeat the other faiths, but I really like getting the legendary creature for Order, at least. Order, you get, well, I won't spoil it. Yeah, but we'll be getting him and upgrading everything else and having a nice little time looking for artifacts and such. Oh yeah, I can show you this artifact now. This is the sword, yep, Sword of Quality. And it gives you some kind of bonus. This one is going to be melee and attack and vision to my guy, and you can trade back and forth between your champions. Not these guys though. Champions only. And I'm going to go ahead and take my scout right here and move him to, well, scout this way. And I believe that Earth is going to be down here with Chaos even further. We'll go down this way. These guys you see over here, a bunch of orcs, goblins, they don't belong to anyone. The gray flags mean that they don't belong to anyone. They're just marauding parties. In the special edition, they added these guys to roam around, and if they get in your buildings and stuff, they can actually demolish it. So you want to keep watch over all your buildings to make sure they don't get in there. So let's go ahead and visit one of these outposts. You get experience and loot and artifacts from visiting these. Well, not this one. This one's level 3. We're not going to do that. We're not strong enough. Look at this one. Yeah, that's better. So on the outside, it's a turn-based game. On the inside, it's real time. So there is a space bar for pausing the game and everything, but that gets kind of annoying. So I'm just going to make sure all of my guys are in a row and unpause it and then not pause it back. It gets annoying if you keep on doing that. So I'm going to attack here. I think this guy has a special ability. This guy. Yeah, rally. I'm not too sure what it does, but apparently it helps. Attack. Goblins level 3 and Flame Berserker level 1. It should be a pretty easy fight, hopefully. Don't want to take too much damage in the beginning. Yeah, like that. Too much damage. There you go. So I won, and this is the screen you'll get. I got a +1 level here. Didn't lose anyone, and the spoils, I got 3 fame, 17 gold, 2 crystals, and 5 ale. That's a one-time deal too. That's not every turn, so you can see that it was added down to my bonuses over here. And I'm gonna end my turn in this building. If you stay in the building at the end of your turn, you heal a lot quicker. Or you can go to your temple in here and heal. But I don't have too many crystals. So we're gonna end turn, and everyone else gets a turn. These guys will move right before it's my turn, so we'll see where they go. just went down to this village. Villages are in between your different faiths region, so this is Order, and below me I think is Earth. Judging from this village, it looks like it's Earth. But villagers are cool because you can actually build the your faith's different unit buildings, as well as Earth's unit buildings, as well as like a watchtower that will give you sight around the whole area. But since that's occupied, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go around it actually, so I don't die. Oh. Like that. That looks cool. Mysterious Keep. It's probably high level though. We're gonna try here. It's the beginning of the game. You're just trying to get some experience, and then you'll eventually want to liberate your Great Temple. Wow, they're both level 3. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all these guys up there, but I'm gonna use my Paladin's defend hotkey here. What that does, it'll take away from your attack and give more to your defense, and he'll be able to kind of tough those goblins. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and defend. Wah. Okay. Defend. Yeah, see? They're not doing too much damage to him. He's able to kind of weather the attacks, and the other guys are able to kill them. There you go. He did take some damage. I might actually have to go heal him after this. We're gonna go over here. Okay. Let's see about healing this guy up. So it takes 37 to heal them all. I don't have that. So I'm just going to heal 20 and see what happens. That's good enough. Okay. We'll go back over here to this one. But I am out of time. So we'll continue this with episode 2. If you like this, go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you're interested in this. Thanks for watching. Bye.